Alright, I got the live stream going. Okay. So here's my sketchbook and I need to take that back on. Anyways, here's my sketchbook to start out with. I gotta do some repairs on the cover and stuff. Did not realize I had an eraser on there. I have to do some updates on some of the stuff inside. Here's the pages. I haven't showed off my sketchbook in a while. Okay, I'm gonna be working on a blank page for today. I don't know if you can hear me well or not. I'm going to be making a kind of creepy looking page based off of some drawings I made. So, yep. I'm going to start with making a background. So for this, I'm going to use stuff like charcoal, some graphite, and some things I do not know the name of for this page. Oh, if I could just grab it. Sorry. Okay, I got it. So for my backgrounds, I like to just scribble around a bit until I get something that looks nice and that's fun to work with. I forgot how fragile these are. So for the background, you can pretty much just do whatever. For my background, I already said what I'm going to do. Don't be scared to get your hands dirty, unless you don't like that kind of a look. I personally don't mind. So since I'm going for a kind of creepy looking page with a bunch of scribbles, I'm going to add some of that into the background. When you're making a page, you have to make sure it all fits together in like a nice theme. So it's not just all over the place, like, although sometimes if you're doing an all over the place look, it can look nice. You just gotta make sure they at least match slightly. For example, this. Yep. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with this page. Oh, hi, I'm good. So for the background, I'm gonna do a bunch of scribbles because, as I've said multiple times, I'm doing a scribble-like theme. This page is gonna be more of an analog horror-like looking thing. I want it to look creepy because of like Halloween. I didn't post anything seasonal for Halloween, so I'm gonna make this analog horror sketchbook page. It's nice to leave the open part in the middle so you can add stuff later and so that it doesn't look too crowded when you add the rest. I personally find that good, so you can have a bunch of stuff without it looking really crowded. Like this page, I messed it up because I did not know what to add or what my theme was, so now my sketchbook doesn't even close, which is kind of funny, honestly. But yeah, if you have any ideas for this sketchbook page, just put them in the chat. I'm gonna be adding some eyes everywhere because that's pretty creepy. Just gonna hang up on that. My friend just called me. Well, that's gonna suck for him when I don't pick up. wonder if I could put this in a way that you guys can also see what I'm doing. There. Nope, and you can't see. Okay, that must be the best place. I'm probably going to have to laminate this page when I finish because I'm using a lot of smudgeable materials. If you do like making big chunky sketchbooks like this and you're a fan of using like graphite, charcoal, that kind of stuff, but you don't like it when it smudges on your other pages, I would personally like laminate your pages or the different things you're adding to your pages so that it doesn't get all like smudged together and then all the colors get messed up and stuff. Another nice thing for sketchbooks is you could always take out stuff from like assignments or whatever you're working on and you can cut them out. Well, this is if you're in school. But if you like to doodle a lot in like notebooks when taking notes in class, you could cut those out and add them to your page of your sketchbooks. Like, for example, the artwork I'm actually adding in today is from my math class, which I think is really cool. I also have some other pages from like my English assignments that I'm going to be adding in. My English 1-pager assignment. I'm going to be adding some of my social studies notes. Some of my ELO notes. Bunch of cool stuff. Drawing, you get endless possibilities and you can do endless things. I'm gonna get back to the sketchbook now. I need my glasses. Oh. I will be right back. I gotta go grab some tape. Hi. I ran out of tape, so I'm gonna use a hot glue gun instead. Do not use these. If you're younger and watching the stream, I would not use these without an adult nearby. And also be aware that they get really, really hot. Anyways, another cool thing you can do when you're working with like graphite and stuff, which I think is personally really cool, you could take like erasers. I don't know the language. You could take like erasers and you can kind of mark out designs. Like you can draw with the erase, which I think is really cool. It's a method I use in a lot of my drawings. You can also turn erasers into stamps if you just get an ink pad and maybe a little X-Acto knife. You can carve them out and then you can make them into erasers. I failed miserably with mine. Hold up. Wait. Sorry, Q&A. I cannot tell. Hola. I don't know how to speak Spanish. That sucks for me. I'm gonna start cutting out some more drawings that I can add to my sketchbook. Which drawing do you think I should also add to my sketchbook? The top one, the middle one, or one of the two bottom ones? I'll decide the middle one. I think I turned this on. Hold up, let me test if the tip is hot enough. Nope, it's still warming up. Hello! I gotta wait for that to warm up more. In the meantime, I'm going to work on the background. Washi tape is also a great idea if you're doing chunky sketchbooks like this. They can be really fun to use and add a pop of color and creativity into your drawings. I personally like to use them for background, but you can also make them the main thing to look at. And I think I saw another person who only used washi tape on a page, like for the entire background, just lines of washi tape, which is a fun and creative idea, just I do not have enough. What's your guys' favorite media of paint to work with? Hello, Connor. I found these Crayola like paint markers. These are really, really cool to use. They slide on like butter. Could be used for stuff like blood, coloring large areas. There's quite a few colors of them too. I've never seen these until I went to a garage sale. They're pretty cool and fun to use. They don't ever fully dry though. I learned that when I used them on one of my other sketchbook covers. They stay sticky for a long time, which is not ideal, but they're still kind of cool to use. Anyways. This is still, yep, it still needs to warm up more, which really, really sucks. Here's how the page is going so far. Bunch of red. Not all your sketchbook pages are going to look nice. If you should just draw on them instead of trying to hoard them like I once did. I used to make every single page perfect, which isn't the best thing to do because then you end up just spending most of your time worried if it's going to look good. But art is mostly for the person who's making it, unless you want it to be for others. But to me, art is more about if you like it, not if others like it. And sometimes it can be fun to not care about how your sketchbook pages look. Some will look good, some will look bad. Thank you. I cannot pronounce your name. Hi. Oh, ow, that hurt. Is it Euclid? Thank you. I have a lot of masks. I've been making them for around, I think, 3 years. I can't remember. Wait, do you guys think I should make this page more Halloween-y or more analog horror? For this page in particular, I'm gonna lean more towards analog horror, but add some Halloween stuff because Halloween was just yesterday. I got a huge haul of candy. Analog horror, yes. I got all this candy from Halloween, which I think is awesome. Here's the main piece of analog horror I'm going to be adding to my drawing. It's going to be the main centerpiece. I will try for a 5th time. I have the hot glue gun on. I am touching it with my finger. It will not warm up. Is it broken? Is it plugged in? I have it on. It's been like 5 minutes. Also have other pages in my sketchbook like these. I'm gonna cut out some more stuff. Oh well, just separate them. I'm gonna add this on a separate page. Thank you. I like your profile picture. It looks really cool. I can't fully tell what it is without my glasses, but I got them right next to me. Wait, I wonder if I could put them on with my mask. Nope. Wait. No, that's just not. Wait. I could see. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put on a different mask so I can actually see for once in my life. Hello? There. Son of a knife. See? Got it. Ow. Wait, why did these hurt so much? I got my glasses stuck again. I grabbed the first mask I saw. My Pride Month flag mask. Nope, this one looks even worse. Wait a minute. Finally grabbed the only comfortable mask I own. Okay. I could somewhat put on my glasses. Well, that's lovely. Okay, back to the sketchbook page. Is there something wrong with this nozzle? I got a really cool hot glue gun, and the nozzle actually twists off, and you can switch it out with different ones. That way you're like less likely to be burned if you do it a certain way, which I think is really cool. If I could get it off. Yeah, no, that really sucks for me. So leaning towards analog horror with this page, got it. Yeah, but as I was saying earlier, you do not have to make art perfectly. Just make it how you like it. It doesn't matter what others think. Art is based off the viewer, and no matter what you do, there's always going to be at least one person out there who doesn't like it. So just make what makes you happy. A fun thing to fill in the space in backgrounds of your sketchbook pages is writing words. I find it really fills the space, and it also can help for what you're drawing or making a background for. Another good idea is to add song lyrics. I did the song lyrics of Animal in Me for the background of this sketchbook page. I'd also recommend mixing medias because you can't always get the look you're going for one media, and it can be really helpful to mix multiple. It can also give it a nice style, a nice look. Like for this page already, I've already used washi tape, alcohol markers. There's no one watching the stream, that's just lovely. Alcohol markers, ballpoint pens, whatever the heck these things are called. Alcohol marker, I already said alcohol markers. But there's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. The stream would be a lot more interesting if I could get this hot glue gun to work so I can actually start working on the page. I promise it would be a lot more interesting. Or I could go find some tape. Either one would work. I can't really make a sketchbook page without my tape or hot glue. But here's the background so far. On top of this, I'm going to be adding stuff like this in the middle. A bunch of other analog horror looking things. A bunch of stuff of that style. I also have scrap papers off to the side, so I can add those to here. Which, if you're new to Sketchbook, if you're new to making chunky sketchbooks or full pages, I would definitely recommend gluing in pages because it's really cool. You can write on a new texture, which gives your art a different look. It's overall really fun to experiment with. I might actually take off my skin trying to unscrew this nozzle. Gotta wait a bit longer. It's been 10 minutes and this hasn't warmed up. I think there's something wrong with my outlet. Hold up, I'm gonna switch this really quickly. My outlet is upside down. Am I blind? No, it's upside down. That might be why my hot glue gun isn't warming up at all. Now warming up? I think I might be using the broken outlet. That would explain why it's been 10 minutes and it hasn't warmed up at all. Well, that really sucks. I just wasted like 10 minutes of my life. I'm gonna start working on another drawing while that warms up, which is really fun. If any of you are bored on the stream, by the way, you can just ask for something else. And I'll probably do it. Drawing can sometimes be boring. Show off other pages like cat. I did this for a dissecting class. We were doing a door contest, and I wanted my class to get first place. So I drew a drawing for the door, which was a dissected cat. Well, partially dissected. I'm gonna tear this up and add little chunks to my sketchbook. Really fun things is like anything outside of your sketchbook, just gluing it in. One of my personal favorites is gum wrappers. They look really cool in sketchbooks, or like soda tabs. I have quite a few of those in my sketchbooks. You can also hang your art up around your room. Very fun things. I'll probably be ending this stream once it hits the 40-minute mark. But until then, my stream will probably still be going. I got Skittles. What's your favorite Halloween candy you guys got for Halloween? I got a lot of M&Ms. If any of you even went trick-or-treating, because I know a lot of people have stopped going trick-or-treating for some reason. Literally skipping out on free candy. Cannot understand or relate. I don't have any green Skittles. I got gypped of the green Skittles. It's all just fall colors. What would you guys consider analog horror? The boiled one? Should I draw the boiled one? Never mind, I can't draw that now that I think about it. draw this in red. Red's a creepy color. If you guys want me to do a drawing tutorial on my updated art style, I could. Because I know some of my friends have been asking about my new art style. Which character do you think I should do? Universe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? I feel like I should spin a... I'm gonna use a random page thing sorter I have. This is how I used to make my sketchbook pages, which is just crazy to me. And we have Daisy's old name. Daisy's old name was Soleil, which I think is kind of crazy. But recently I changed that, so Redacted's real name is actually Soleil. That's a little piece of lore I never told anyone, but... If you looked closely in my sketchbook, you'd be able to see it. Her name's crossed out and replaced by Redacted, because in the true ending, where she wakes up and realizes her whole life was a dream, that's why she doesn't remember her name, and that's why everyone just calls her Redacted, because she can't process her own name in her dream. It's like when you look at someone's face in a dream, but you don't recognize them fully. Like, you wake up, and you think back to that person, and you can't remember what their face looks like. That's kind of how it was for Redacted when she looked in the mirror. What am I looking for in here? Okay. Eeny, miny, miny, moe. Nope. Eeny, miny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, miny, miny, moe. Universe 2, so Sky, Kate, Collins, or Catherine. I don't show Catherine enough in the lore. Catherine's a cool character. I'm not going to show her. This is going to be Sky, because why not? She does not get enough attention. Shoot. I drew the base already. Sky is kind of just a floating eye. No, it kind of looks like Sky now. Wait. I might be able to fix this. Now it's Sky. Now this is working. Okay, I can finally finish up on my sketchbook page. No. Oh, come on. Oh, now I'm burned. We're not leave these unattended. Unless you want your house to burn down. And I just covered up my two favorite drawings on this page. That sucks for me. Actually, I didn't need that for my page. That's fine. Okay, I had a change of heart. This is going to be the main image for my drawing page. I'm done explaining. It's grinding my gears. How can someone lose their self-control? There's nothing left that makes me whole. I'm done explaining. You have a lot more in common than you would be calm with. I got hair in my mouth. I haven't done live streams in a long time. Or well, technically, I've done some recently, but it's been a long time since I just sat down and did one. Hawk Loop. I just ruined my alcohol marker case. Well, that's gonna suck later when I can't open it. Probably like 5 minutes from now, but if any of you are even watching the stream, type in the comments what your favorite thing to add to your chunky sketchbook is, if you have one. If not, just say your favorite color. You know what? I'm gonna glue in my Skittles package. Oh, I have a Skittle left. Nope, it's just stuck to the package. Skittles taste the rainbow. The rainbow sadly does not taste like anything, because you can never reach it. Science behind rainbows is actually pretty cool. In the middle of analog horror, I'm just gonna have Skittles. And that's melting the plastic. I should have seen that coming. Oh, is this gonna be flat? I don't think it is, because I melted it. It looks fine. I'm gonna do a collage landscape looking thing. Those used to be fun in elementary school. I miss elementary. They let you do a whole bunch of cool things. Like, instead of having to do just one instrument, you could do like 17. I remember in my elementary school, we learned guitar, ukulele, piano. We did percussion quite a bit. There were some cool things we could do. And it was required. I'm glad that it was required. I probably wouldn't have gotten into music and stuff without it. probably in my next YouTube short, I'm probably going to show how this page, well, these 2 pages end up turning out. The stream is pretty long. Oh, it's 40 minutes. Well, in my next YouTube short, I'll probably be posting about this, or a few shorts from now. But yeah, I hope you all have a nice day, a happy Halloween, even though it just passed, a happy day after Halloween. This is how it looks so far. Goodbye. How do I end these again?